this for those people who are able to join us. All right. So here's what I need you to do. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't do this. So you may have to help each other a little bit. Okay. But here's what I want us to do. I want you to click on the and download this Drosophila ID. Okay. Now, okay. It's going to look something like this, and I'm going to open it up in a PDF here in a minute. But what I would really like for you to do is to put it into Kami. Now, I know you've done this in math class before. Okay, I can't tell you how to do it because I don't do it. Okay, do you guys know how to do this? You put it open with Kami. You can just go open with Kami, right? Okay, fantastic. All right, everybody open this up in Kami, and then I'll tell you what we're going to do next. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Sorry.
Question.
Yo.
Are the females also like a darker color?
That's a great question. There are other traits other than just eye color, and so there are darker body fruit flies too. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
How come women freeze and fly from that to life, but if you freeze a person,
It's a good one. I don't know, man. They froze Walt Disney, right? I think they're gonna bring him back.
Yeah, dude, they'll bring it back. Dude. What about the frozen cavemen?
All right. All right, now listen. What we got here, okay, so I'm going to go back to this document here. Hopefully it's got it right here. I want everybody to look at this first picture. And what I would like for you to do, that's not the first one. I believe this is your first one, right?
Yep.
Okay, what I'd like for you to do is start to practice a little bit with the sexing of the flies, okay? And when I mean that, that just means you are identifying the actual sex of the flies, okay? Right? So, yeah, you're not just getting them on, right? Tell me if they're male or female. All right, now listen. So what we've got here is I want you to use the highlighter tool, okay? And we're going to circle some of these flies and to determine whether or not they're male and female, okay? I want to do a couple of them together, okay? And eventually I'll have a quiz on this, okay? Not because I want to be a mean old teacher, but I just want to make sure I want to see who's getting it and who's not getting it, that sort of thing, right? Because once you get your own flies, you're not going to, there's going to be a time where you're going to be at home and you're going to have to figure out, is this a male or female? And I'm not going to be there to necessarily help you with that, okay? All right, let's look over here. Let's start at the top, okay? Let's start at the top here, okay? What do you got, Isaac? This is definitely a female, okay? All right, now let's go right over here. What's this one? This one looks like it could be a male, but it is a female, okay? So we got female, female, okay? What about this one over here? Okay, that is a male. And then what about this one here? Male. All right, now this is gonna sound cheesy, but like you choose your own color, whatever you want for males and females, okay? You wanna do the blue and pink, whatever. I like these, you know, the baby reveals gone bad. Have you seen some of these on TikTok? I mean, like when the one where I saw one just recently, a guy, like they were trying to hit this box and it fell on the pregnant woman. It was pretty cool. Okay, all right. Okay, right. Okay, so you choose your color. I don't care. Okay, choose one color for males and one color for females. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around. Okay, and I want to see on just this picture alone, okay, what you're going to get. Now, I will tell you these darker body, these sepia color ones are going to be a little bit harder. Okay, so try to judge on size and then also look for potential hooks. Okay, all right, so circle these. Okay, and then we'll see if you how you did. Now you did.
Oh, I like what you do. That's cool.
You can circle it. Yeah, some people put boxes around. I like it. Yeah, you put yours like?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
All right, that's cool.
This is male, wait, no, that's female, that's male, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is female, female, male, male. Those are the ones.
Oh, I see the
Yeah,
difference.
yeah.
That's cool.
Okay. Yeah, those are. Oh,
The females don't have that. Oh, Doug, you start with me. I feel like I was going to do the same thing. I do the circle.
No. I'm coming there, buddy.
I identify as no. No, I got the thing just right. I identify as
Okay, great.
that's actually
Okay, yeah. Pretty good. I would debate.
Maybe I look. There's one that's rubber and there's one that's. No.
The hard ones on the right are hard, right? And this is no judgment. This is no judgment. We're just practicing. Yeah, that's the thing. I like what you're doing. I like these squares. That's a good idea. Okay. All right, you ready? Okay, so people, and again, we could debate on a couple of these. Here's what I got. Okay, and if these were alive, right, we could move them around. How do you think we're going to move these around, by the way? What would be your guess? Okay, tweezers. Yeah, no, I mean like when we want to like actually like we'll put them in a petri dish and like fingers. Okay, we'll freeze them. Good. Okay, and then but how am I going to like move them around? What do you think? A string, nice gas. Tie a little string. I think I told my last class this. I mean last semester. But this is a fun trick if you ever want to try this at home. Okay. Did I tell you about the flies? I'll tell you again real quick. So we're going to freeze these flies. I think Miss Miller is going to use something called FlyNap. We're going to kind of see how that works out. FlyNap is like a anesthetizing tool that gives me a horrible headache. So I like the freezing method. But anyways, so here's what you need to do. Okay, so capture a fly like a house fly. Okay, like a nice big house fly. Okay, put it into a freezer. Put it in there for about 5 minutes or so. Okay, then put that fly on a windowsill. Okay, and tell your friends like, oh man, look, dead fly, right? I bet I can make this come to life. So then you take your hands, you warm them up like this, right? You scoop the fly up, give it a little mecca like a high, mecca honey ho, right? You know, anybody know the reference on that? Nobody? Mecca like a high, mecca honey ho. Okay, right? Yeah, yeah. And so, all right, and so then you release it because the heat will warm it up, right? Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at this. Female, female, we did that. Male, male, okay? Female, okay? And I'm gonna go female, female on these, okay? Right? Okay, and it's hard to tell for sure. The only reason why is I don't see those hooks. See here, I could see the hooks very lightly on those flies. Okay, now, this is really tough. These are really tough, okay? I'm gonna go female, okay? I'm gonna go male. I'm gonna go male, okay? I'm gonna go female.
What?
I'm gonna go female. I'm gonna go female. This one's a tough one,
That's male.
okay? I'm gonna go male on that, okay?
I only missed two.
Right, there you go. All right, now, let's go to this next one. This is too many here, okay? Right? I want you to pick out in this group, one male and one female. One male and one female.
Just look one for a dark black.
Chinese. Right here. Sorry. I'm saying that.
Let me see your comment.
All right. Okay, here we go. Check, as I walked around, a lot of you did well. Okay, here we go. We got a female here. Okay, we got a male here. You can actually see a little bit of its hooks there. This one is, I'm gonna go female, female, male. These are all kind of too hard to tell in here. This one looks like it could be a male, but it might have just been born. Sometimes that's hard. Okay, female, male, okay, female, male, female. Too hard to tell. Female, male, male, female, female. Okay, there we go. Okay, you flip the males to the female. We're gonna practice these. We're gonna practice these a lot. Okay, so no worries. All right. There you go. I can tell that already. Okay, everybody close your Chromebooks here for a quick second. I'm gonna go back to our live flies. And hopefully, success here. Come on, camera. Why this so all right, let's take a look at our live flies again real quickly. And here we go. So when we're looking at this, these live flies here, I need a light. We know that these guys, they're living creatures. Okay, we've got this nice female right here. Okay, this one I'm kind of having a hard time telling. Here we got a male. Here we've got some females over here. Okay, we could see some eggs that are on the outside of this here. We could see that from forward. Okay, we know that this tiny little egg right here, this tiny little egg will eventually turn into a fly, right? Okay, that little thing, that one little thing becomes an actual fly. I mean, that's amazing to me. It looks like a piece of spit that might contain COVID, but it will eventually turn into that fly. Okay, and that's all because those cells begin to divide, right? And so let's go back and talk about some cell stuff for a quick minute, okay? So now Greg told me that like you guys talked about some cell stuff. Okay, we definitely talked about cell stuff, but let's see kind of how much you know or how much you remember. Well, I think I did the wrong one. All right, here I've got my cell model. Okay, now I would like it. My former yes. Oh, I know. I'll get back to it in a second. All right. I would like not my students, but I would like Greta's students to be the first ones to speak. So this will give me an idea. Okay, kind of what you know. You ready? Okay, so pressure's on there, Sarah. You don't remember anything? All right, let's try this. Okay, this thing right here is this big giant thing in the middle of the cell. Okay, the nucleus, right? Okay, and this nucleus, I had it as a chomp. Okay, remember cho-cho chomp? Did you guys talk about that? No cho-cho chomp?
Cho-cho chomp that I didn't memorize?
When you talked about organic molecules like lipids, nucleic acids, proteins, you got not any of that at all? Oh my gosh, I thought you guys talked about that already. Okay, I'll have to ask Greta. All right, so we got the nucleus. Okay, that contains the hereditary material. What's the hereditary material? DNA, right? Okay, so DNA. Everybody got that so far? Nucleus, DNA. Then I got these things on the outside here. Okay, they're squiggly and they have little dots on them. Okay, okay. Do you know what these things are? Okay, this is rough ER. Okay, this means that this endoplasmic reticulum is what it's called, has these little ribosomes on it, and they synthesize proteins. Okay, this one has no ribosomes, so it's not rough, so it's smooth. This is the powerhouse of the cell. Okay, good. You guys got that. That's good. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Okay. I keep telling my kids we're going to talk about this thing later. We'll get to that in a second. This is the packer and the shipper. Okay. It packs up these little vesicles. This is called the Golgi complex. Golgi? You guys didn't talk about Golgi? Okay, good. All right, great. And then she definitely told me you guys talked about this. Okay, this is the outside of the cell called the cell membrane, right? Okay, it only lets certain things in and out, and it has a certain kind of head and a certain kind of tail. Yeah, it loves water and hates water, right? Do you remember the terms? Okay, yeah. Yeah, hydrophilic and hydrophobic, right? Good, good, good. Okay, so these are cell parts. Okay, if I want to make more flies, okay, or if I want to make this fly right here, okay, from this little thing, I've got to make more cells, right? How on earth do you think you make more cells? Maybe, yeah. Cell division, cells divide, right? So you go one cell into two cells, okay? You add those two cells into four cells and so on and so forth. But how does this egg know what to do to make this fly? DNA, which is inside the nucleus, right? It contains the instructions to make the fly. Wow. Okay. I mean, this blows me away when I think about it. From this to this. All right. Now, let's talk about cell division for a second. Okay. And it's crazy. And hopefully this makes sense. All right. Please look. All right. All right. I want to show you this little chart. By the way, if you guys, Cody, I'm going to have to move you up here. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay. If you guys, by the way, I sometimes use a textbook in here, sometimes not. You know, like I have a textbook. If people like a book, you want a physical book, like I need to read a book. I have lots of textbooks back here. Okay, that you are welcome. So if anybody wants to borrow this, you can. I also have a copy of, I highly recommend this book, Lab Girl. If anybody wants to borrow this anytime soon. Okay, there you go. All right. Okay, thanks for sticking with me here, folks. Okay, I want you to look at this circle here. And I want to show you what's happening. And we're going to talk about cell division. Well, I'm not sure why that went down. Right here. All right. So if I got that egg and I want to become an actual fly, I've got to do a lot of DNA work right here to eventually get to this very small piece of this pie of cell dividing. So right here, all this DNA is like doing some crazy stuff. Okay, I'm growing, I'm thinking about stuff, and then finally the cell divides right here. Yes.
How much time in real time would that take to divide the cell?
Oh, that's a great question. Like this whole thing right here.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to say 24 to 36 hours. But I could be very wrong about that. I'll look it
You're
up.
always wrong.
I could be very wrong. Okay,
You are wrong.
we're going to draw a quick picture.
Oh, no.
So you will need a,
I'm mentally challenged.
I remember this day first.
Oh, yeah.
Explains a lot for
Hey,
life.
it's not that side. I'm just using this scrap. Okay?
Oh, no, I need a pair of scissors. Chambers. Isaac?
All right, Kai and Paula, you could just follow along. That would be great. Okay, here's what I want to do. I want you to take the paper. Shh, guys. Take the paper. Instead of going like this, go landscape. Okay, landscape. Okay, and I'm going to show you what eventually your paper is going to look like. I lost my pen. Okay, it's going to look like this. Okay, so this is just a sketch. Okay, so I want it to look big. Y'all with me on this? Okay, you don't draw this yet. I want to give you an idea of what your paper will eventually look like. Y'all with me on this? Okay, yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. We're just drawing, dude. All right. Well, I mean, there's like 5 words. All right. So so this is gonna be my paper. Okay, y'all with me on this? I'm gonna draw a big circle, a big circle, a big circle like this, kind of an oblong circle like this, and then a circle like this. Okay? Put all that on the paper. So your paper should look somewhat like this right here. Okay? I would like it like fairly big would be great. Okay? Hey, Tony, let's take a seat up here, buddy. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right. So what we got here is we're going to talk about how to get that egg, okay, into an actual fly. Okay, this process overall is called mitosis. Okay, right? So if you want to put up here in the corner, mitosis. I once had a student teacher. She was like, she came up to introduce this and she kicked the side of the desk and she goes, "Oh, mitosis." It was ridiculously horrible, but I laughed, I chuckled. Okay. All right. So, Tony, right here, buddy. Right here, bro. Tony.
Right away.
Right here.
You just call me brother.
I said, bro, yeah. Can I call you, bro?
Be nice to him. He's the coolest kid.
Well, he is. Yeah, but that just caught me by surprise. I wasn't expecting you to call me that.
Well, we could be brothers. All right, now here we go.
I didn't. Jay did.
We got mitosis. Okay. Okay, guys. Shh. Thank you. All right. Okay. So what we got? Okay. This is called this whole thing is mitosis, but I'll show you really where mitosis begins. Okay. We're gonna draw something like this. Kind of looks like just a bunch of squiggle marks. Okay. We're gonna draw some X's like this. We're gonna draw some X's like this. Okay.
You only get 8 X's.
We're gonna draw a rectangle like this, some arrows like this. Okay. And then we'll go something like this.
Hey, you're my wife.
Okay. And we'll talk about this. Okay.
So both the boxes are closed?
Yeah, both boxes are closed. Those boxes are actually going to represent something that we did not talk about later. And it's these things right here called citrioles.
See, straight. See.
Oh, I still haven't asked you. The most important question is why do we eat food?
Why don't we eat?
Open doors. We'll talk more about that later. All right. Now remember, our ultimate question today was how do we get that egg into a fly? Well, we've got to divide ourselves. It's a good thing that I'm not one big cell. We're like I don't have like just one brain cell, one eyeball cell. Okay? Because cells are constantly dying, right? And they're being replaced, and they have to die. If cells don't die, then you have cancer, right? That's bad. Okay? You don't want that. So we want cells to.
That's there's a way to solve that, the tumor starts growing on the outside. cut it off.
Yeah, that's definitely an
It's
option.
just
for
a
sure.
little cancer.
Yeah. That's how you get rid of colon cancer for sure. Okay, now I've got some questions for you. What do you think these X's represent?
How many?
Power?
Power, great guess. Dave, any other guesses of what those are? I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with this thing right here. Yeah. So inside here, little DNA, okay, but the DNA in these guys are not just like DNA floating around. They're packaged in these little things that start with the letter C, and I'm hoping someone in here's heard of this. Nice guess.
Scoliosis.
Okay, it's where DNA is packed in. You have 46 of them in your body. Chromosomes, right? Okay. Hopefully you have 46. Okay. If you have 45, not so good. 47, not so good. Okay.
What about
50, very bad. Okay, 24. Okay, now listen. I need to take, guys, we're almost there. Okay, I need to take the chromosomes, guys, in this nucleus, okay, and I'm going to make the nucleus disappear. Okay, that's the cool thing. Okay, the nucleus disappears, and that's where the chromosomes really go to town. Okay, we're going to start off, and we're going to say that this is called interphase. Interphase. This is called prophase. This is called metaphase. Metaphase. This is called anaphase. Yeah, not phase. And this is called telophase. Okay. So I've got interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. And I'm simplifying this quite a bit, okay, to start off with. All right. Interphase is technically not a part of mitosis. Mitosis doesn't start until prophase. So I'm going to draw a little arrow right here. Telo, T-E-L-O, telophase. All right. You could come up with a way to remember these different phases. A few years ago, I had a student that said this, and for some reason, it stuck. Okay, here's what it was. Okay, I pick my anus thoroughly, or I'll pick my anus tomorrow, or I pick my anus today, or I pick my anus Thursdays, whatever you want to do. Okay, I like thoroughly. I like thoroughly because you're gonna go to town on that thing, right? Okay. I remember once when I was little, I was itching my butt, you know, and my grandma goes, she goes, "You going to the movies?" I go, "No, Grandma, why?" She goes, "You're already picking out your seat." No, there you go. All right. Interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Now, here's what's happening. The nucleus disappears, and all that genetic material starts like working on stuff. Okay. Here's where the good stuff happens. They form chromosomes. Those chromosomes line up. Okay. The chromosomes then, ooh, I forgot here. I didn't draw enough.
He's got mega arms.
Draw two more there.
No.
Okay.
Erase like 2 out of the.
Okay, sorry, I forgot how many chromosomes I had. Okay, these centrioles pull the chromosomes apart, okay, and then they begin to divide. Okay, right? So basically what's happening here is that we're trying to duplicate the number of chromosomes, because what will happen here, I start off with 4. Now you're like, what's happening here? There's only 2. Okay, technically, and this is where it gets a little bit weird, okay, they are going to form another half, and so you will have the same number. Okay, mitosis is the same number of chromosomes that you start with and you'll finish. All right, now I've got a quick little story to tell you, and then hopefully we'll have time for an activity. I'm going to teach you something called genetic jiu-jitsu. Okay, all right, and here's why. Okay, about 20 years ago, I was downtown. Okay, guys, downtown in North Manchester, and I don't know if you know that road that's got the brick road right there by Tri-Oaks and by the Center for History, right? Okay, so I was at Subway. I was walking home at the time. I was living at an apartment on Market and 2nd Street. I lived there for 14 years, and it was good times. Okay, so I was walking home. It was about 10 o'clock at night, and I was walking down that alley to take a little shortcut. When I don't know if you've ever been in that alley, but there's a couple doorways there, and you can like actually stand in the doorway and not see anybody passing by, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm walking, I don't see a person standing in this doorway. Thought maybe someone's just out there, smoke break or something. Okay, all of a sudden, this guy jumps out, and he's got a knife, and he looks at me, and he's like, "I want your money." Okay, and I thought he was joking. I didn't say anything. All of a sudden, I felt the cold steel of the blade go into my side, cut me. I'm still alive. Okay, I fell to the ground. I had to go to the hospital. They had to put my intestines back in my body. But I was like, yes, yes it is. You're laughing at me. Okay, I can't because it's so weird.
Burned out if you lost us.
Okay, now listen. Okay, now listen. Here's what I'm hoping for. Okay, I then went. I took a class on genetic jiu-jitsu. Okay, and so I wish at that time I would have known this. Okay, now I am going to help save your lives. I would like everybody to stand up by their desk. Okay, everybody stand up by their desk. Here we go. Okay, I need everybody to kind of stay loose here for a second. What I need you to do is get in this stance like this. Zach, take a seat. Okay, everybody kind of get in this stance right here. Okay, I'm going to ask that you repeat after me. Here we go. Zach, thank you. Okay. Oi! Okay, I need you to repeat after me. You ready? I don't know what that was, but that was great. That was perfect. Okay, you guys all right? Or was that you? Okay, everybody together now. 1, 2, 3. Oi! Oi! One more time. Oi! Now I want you to wave your arms like this. Okay, I want you to say this word. Chromatin is the word, but I want you to say it like this. Chromatin! 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 Okay, now, I want you to go from there, and I want you to form an X with your hands like this, and I want you to say chromosome. Okay? All right, so here we go. Chromatin! Chromatin! Chromosome! Chromosome! Okay, good. Now I want you to take your arms apart. I want you to take your arms apart, and I want you to go chromatid. Okay, like that. Okay, chromatid. Okay, so let's start it from the beginning. Oi! Chromatid. That's T-I-N. Chromosome. Chromosome. Chromatid. Chromatid. Protective tools. Now I want to show you how this is going to happen. Okay. Oh, we're out of time. I'll show you our body.
You want to stop?